It's back with talent that was on loan and got taken back from God. Paul Town Hall is back, and it's time for the 122nd episode. Get excited, get hyped, because God knows I am. God knows I'm hyped. The time is 5:32 a.m. It's time to get excited, and let's get right into it. The entire Thai soccer team coach freed from cave after daring rescue, Navy says. Basically, there were a bunch of Thai boys in a cave. I put boy in air quotes. And essentially, well, once white men found out there were a bunch of Thai, quote unquote, Thai boys, underage Thai boys stuck in caves, well, that was a big deal. And basically, you had a bunch of people who were smart enough to go during monsoon season into a cave, and so they got rescued. One person died, but not any of the boys, so all the white men are happy. In other news, a California man got gored by a bull twice by checking out a used car. Now he's got to be thinking to himself, I didn't go to the circus. I wasn't trying to ride a bull. I was just trying to check out a car. What the heck? Dean King's trip to buy a used car took a bizarre and painful turn. You can say that again. It's gotta hurt getting gored twice. Last week in Tracy, California, King, an Army veteran, so he's probably had PTSD too from it, because we all know the veterans have PTSD a lot, went to check out a car at a rural property when he had a surprising encounter with an enraged bull. Man, that's some BS. King said he initially did not see the massive animal bearing down on him. All he remembers is being knocked to the ground and the pain as the boar gored him twice in the abdomen. If it would gored him twice a little lower, he would have been like, this is just like being in the military. King hid between a bush and the house on the property while the bull stood over him and snorted for 20 minutes. Sounds like me, snorting a lot for 20 minutes. Finally, King heard a car honking, and it was a clown car. No, not really. And called out for help. He was rushed to the hospital and underwent surgery. He was down by my feet. He would smell me, and then he'd snort, and he thought, oh, I'm in for it. I thought I was going to die, but he didn't die. That's the news for today. We got some more news. Trinidad, this is CBS News as well. Trinidad family killed. Survivor speaks out after multi-car crash kills man, 4 daughters. Wow. Talk about a bad luck. That's gotta suck. Man, if I got hit by a car and died, I wouldn't be too happy. But this guy, he's a survivor of a deadly multi-car crash. It wasn't deadly for him. Talk about false advertising in the story. On Friday, speaking out about the chaotic moments before the impact and also about the trauma of surviving a horrific accident. Basically, I see out of my left eye that the car is crazily swerving out of control, and it doesn't hit me, and I don't die, but everybody else dies. So that's news. I don't die, but everybody else dies. Wow, that sucks for them. But lucky for me, now I have PTSD. I'm the real victim. Serena Williams is standing in solidarity with domestic. Let's see how many minutes we're in. We're 3 minutes in. We're already 2 stories down. We're 3 stories down. Talk about a minute a story. That's what the average is when it comes down to it. Serena Williams is standing in solidarity with domestic violence survivors. I need to let people know. Now, Serena Williams is going to let people know, not that she's a man, but actually that somebody once probably looked at her weirdly, which I can't imagine why. Basically, when I see a man or a woman or a man in a dress, I don't look weirdly. I say, wow, that's a woman. Definitely a woman. Serena Williams only lends her megawatt celebrity to shine a light on causes she believes in, and that's apparently domestic abuse. An issue. This is such a poorly written article. An issue plaguing women in their most intimate spaces. What does that mean? Is that a lewd comment? I don't know. I wouldn't know. I'm a virgin. I've been fortunate enough not to experience domestic violence, but I want attention. But 1 in every 4 women either experience it or know someone who's been through it. So that means that 25% of women experience it. She hasn't experienced it, so that's a 25% chance she's actually a man. And it raises to 100% when you look at her. Wow. Talk about letting the cat out of the bag, or putting the pussy on the pedestal. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. That was lewd. Williams, 36, is really she's probably jealous that she didn't get molested. I can't imagine why no man would ever come near her or enter her most intimate spaces. But anyway, that's that for that. Now, some news that is relevant to the Paul Town Haulers. A Nazi bride, Beatschap Shape, Zschaepe, guilty of far-right killings in Germany. She is the sole surviving membrane. She's the sole surviving membrane of a neo-Nazi terrorist cell that called itself the National Socialist Underground. Well, it looks like the underground just made it big time. It's not underground anymore, because she's the only one left, and boy, does she not look Aryan. I'll tell you that, folks. I think this is a false flag. She does not look Aryan. She doesn't even have one of those Nazi mustaches. Germany's so-called Nazi bride was found guilty on 10 counts of murder Wednesday for her role in a neo-Nazi gang that carried out killings and bombings over the course of 7 years. Beat Shape, is Schap, 43, was sentenced to life in prison by a court in Munich, as you say it in Germany, Munich. I know that because I'm a Nazi. No, I'm not a Nazi. Don't start that rumor. I'm already being hunted. Reuters reported, it marked the end of one of Germany's most high-profile and longest-running neo-Nazi trials. Between 2000 and 2007, the three-member group, so it's a gang, but it's 3 people, that sounds legit, was behind at least 10 murders, killing 8 men of Turkish origin, a Greek migrant, and a German female police officer, as well as carrying 2... Well, that doesn't sound like Nazis. Everyone knows Nazis respect women. If you're a Nazi and you don't respect women, you're not a real Nazi. That's what I learned on Twitter. And basically, as well as carrying out 2 bombings in immigrant areas and 15 bank robberies, according to prosecutors. The 2 other known members of the cell, U. Mundlos and U. Bonhart, essentially you have to be named UWE in order to get in if you're a man. That's why it's such a small gang, because it was the U gang, and well, they had their one groupie, and they only had 2 members. Next time when you pick a gang name, you should pick one like John Gang or Adolf Gang if you're going to be a Nazi gang. You want to stay on target. You want to have better branding, or else you're really going to have nobody who wants to join. And that's a big problem in Nazi gangs nowadays. If they hired me, I could probably get some good branding tips, but unfortunately, Nazis aren't good with money because they hate everyone who's good with money. They hate all the bankers, and they hate all the people who run the media. So that's really bad planning. If you really want to be a Nazi, if you want a successful Nazi group, you want to be pro-media and pro-banking, because that way you have control of the money, and you control the media, and you can basically just lie about people. And even if you're a small minority, say like 2%, you can probably control the whole country with your skills if you're really smart or you're good with money. And that's what the problem with Nazis is. They're not good with money. It's like they hate people who are good with money. I don't know why. She denied the killings in 2013, speaking only twice during 400 days of hearings in the 5-year case. Talk about a woman after my own heart, speaking only twice in 400 days. That's 2 more times than I would want. She did apologize to victim families, and she said she felt morally responsible for not stopping Mundlos and Bernhardt. But they're dead, so they kind of had the punishment. She didn't do anything. She is innocent. I am a compassionate person and was able to see and feel the distress and despair of the families because I killed those people. She didn't say that last part. She said in her closing statement to court last week. In her only other testimony, she previously denied being part of NSU altogether and claimed those guys are total beta virgins. I only like alpha males. That's what she said. But really, she really said that. I didn't make that up. FBI agent who accidentally shot man while doing backflip on dance floor can still carry a gun. Judge said, well, it looks so badass that when you did the flip, I'm going to let you carry the gun, because even though you shot him, well, it's about being cool. And if you can do a backflip, well, you can probably handle a gun. Your nose looks straight. You have a very alpha look. And essentially, some guy, FBI agent, really cool. The government, we love the government, folks. We love people in the government. Basically, he did a backflip, and when he did a backflip, his pants fell down, and he shot somebody. And talk about firing from the hip. That's what he did. He fired from the hip, and he shot somebody in the leg. It wasn't a minority, so it was a problem. And basically, they offered him a plea deal, but he basically he said he's going to work for the government now, which is convenient for him since he already works for the government. And just lucky he's going to still be able to carry his gun, and he's still going to be out and about. Talk about a responsible person that you should respect because he's in the government. Now, basically, Trump blasts NATO allies, calls Russia. Let's see how many minutes we're in. We're 10 minutes in. Wow, we're going pretty far. This is a really good show today, folks. I hope you're happy, because I am, for once in my life. Trump blasts NATO allies, calls Germany a captive of Russia. The president said it's not fair to American taxpayers that Germany buys energy from Russia while enjoying the umbrella defense provided by U.S. cash. Basically, President Trump targeted Germany on Wednesday in reiterating his demand that NATO countries step up their defense spending so that they shoulder a greater share of the burden in protecting Europe. And what do you think about that? That's news. That's what they call news. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, we got some bad news, some sad news, some really gonna make you sad. But unfortunately, tab didn't load, so that was essentially some people died. And that sucks. Well, luckily for us, we're not dead yet. Inside and outside, we're just alive and we're having a good time. So thank you for listening to the Paul Town Hall. Hug your family. And because you never know, you might be gored by a bull, or your parents might be. Just don't go shopping for a car. That's what we say here at Paul Town Hall. Walk everywhere. It's healthier. And you don't want to be a soy boy, bug man. And follow me on Twitter, BAULTOWN, Balltown. Subscribe to the Patreon to get the exclusive Patreon only, non-exclusive audio version of this on an RSS feed. Your life will be really benefited by it, and you'll be able to listen to this and be informed. And when you're informed, women want to have sex with you, and you want to get married before you do that, and you want to get a prenuptial because you don't want to get raked over the coals, raked with a P over the coals, because that hurts, and pain is bad. And remember, here we're hedonists, so pain is bad, pleasure is good, and hopefully it's been my pleasure to present to you this news for this 13 minutes, and talk to you guys later. I love you so much. I can't express how much I love this. This is my favorite thing to do every day, and I'll continue doing it for the rest of time.